Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a powerful question today. What if I told you that strength doesn't have to fade with age? What if I told you that even at 70, 80, or 90 years old, your legs could still carry you with confidence, stability, and independence? A powerful truth often overlooked is that nature already provides what many people are seeking in bottles and capsules, especially when it comes to vitamin K2 support. Instead of relying entirely on synthetic or heavily processed supplements, a natural vegetable source can deliver a richer, more complete form of nourishment that the body can recognize, absorb, and utilize more effectively. While many pills are isolated extracts, this natural source carries nutrients the way nature intended, wrapped in fiber, enzymes, antioxidants, and supporting vitamins that work together in harmony. This synergy matters because the body does not operate on single ingredients alone. It thrives on combinations that assist absorption, activation, and effectiveness. That is why many people are turning toward whole food sources that provide not only vitamin K2 support, but also a network of additional benefits that enhance how that nutrient performs in the body. Instead of swallowing something that tries to imitate nature, people are choosing the real thing, and that difference can feel powerful. When individuals nourish themselves with natural, nutrient-rich vegetables that support vitamin K2 levels, they are feeding their bodies a steady flow of support rather than a quick, isolated hit. The body responds differently to something grown from soil, sunlight, and life. The textures, natural oils, living compounds, and plant-based cofactors create a more complete nutritional experience. Many people find that food-based nourishment feels more sustainable, more comfortable for the body, and more aligned with how humans are designed to eat. It feels real because it is real. Instead of relying solely on laboratory-created alternatives, this natural powerhouse delivers strength from the ground up. Another important point is that naturally rich sources of vitamin K support tend to come with bonus benefits that pills simply cannot replicate. Plant-based nutrition contributes to digestive wellness, immune resilience, energy support, and overall vitality, all while supporting the important role vitamin K2 plays. Rather than offering just one isolated benefit, this single vegetable source can be part of a lifestyle of nourishment, helping people feel stronger, more supported, and more confident in their health choices. It helps turn eating into healing, meals into maintenance, and daily routines into powerful wellness rituals. There is also something deeply reassuring about getting strength from something natural, familiar, and safe. People feel empowered when they can walk into a kitchen instead of a pharmacy, prepare something wholesome, and know they are supporting their bones, legs, and mobility in a meaningful way. Choosing nature brings a sense of control, self-care, and trust that many people crave when it comes to their health. Instead of fillers, artificial binders, coatings, and additives, they get purity, freshness, and authenticity. The message is simple yet powerful. When you nourish your body with what it recognizes, it responds with strength. This natural vegetable source is more than just another health trend. It represents a shift back to wisdom, back to simplicity, back to honoring what nature has always known. It shows that powerful nutrients do not always come in a capsule. Sometimes they grow quietly in gardens, sit humbly on plates, and quietly deliver support that rivals or even surpasses manufactured alternatives, reminding us that the most extraordinary strength can often be found in the most natural places. Supporting stronger bones and leg stability at any age is not just about staying upright. It is about preserving freedom, confidence, and the ability to move through life with resilience. Bones are living structures that respond to nourishment, movement, and care, and even as the years pass, they can continue to be supported in meaningful ways. When the body receives the right nutrients and consistent natural support, it can reinforce bone density, maintain structure, and help the legs remain capable and steady. This sense of stability influences everything: walking without hesitation, climbing stairs without fear, and engaging in daily activities without feeling limited or fragile. Strong bones form the foundation for strong legs, and strong legs form the foundation for independence, allowing people to feel secure in every step they take. Leg strength and bone stability contribute deeply to overall balance and coordination. When the lower body feels supported, the the mind also feels reassured. That connection between physical strength and emotional confidence is powerful, especially as people grow older. Instead of worrying about weakness or frailty, they can move with assurance, knowing their body is fortified from within. Supporting bone strength is not a privilege reserved for youth. It remains relevant and achievable throughout every stage of life. The remarkable thing about the human body is its ability to respond to care at any age. Providing steady nourishment, supportive nutrients, and attention to leg health allows individuals to continue experiencing mobility that feels dependable rather than uncertain. Leg stability also influences how people experience aging itself. When legs remain strong, aging feels more active, more alive, and more empowering. It shifts the mindset from decline to maintenance, from limitation to capability. Mobility means participation, being able to go for walks, enjoy time with family, stay socially engaged, and maintain independence without relying entirely on others. Supporting the legs is not merely a physical act, it is an emotional investment in dignity and quality of life. It helps maintain posture, supports joints, and encourages the body to remain dynamic instead of becoming sedentary. Movement becomes less about effort and more about possibility when the lower body feels supported. Another powerful aspect of supporting bones and leg strength is that it helps protect against instability and discomfort caused by weakness. When bones and muscles have support, they work together with greater harmony. The legs carry body weight more efficiently, steps feel more controlled, and overall structure feels more aligned. This sense of strength radiates through daily life, from simply standing up confidently to maintaining endurance throughout the day. For many people, prioritizing leg stability becomes the difference between feeling restricted and feeling capable. Strong legs support the body during both simple and demanding tasks, reinforcing the idea that strength is something that can continue to be nurtured rather than lost. What makes this idea even more encouraging is that it applies to every generation. Younger individuals benefit because they are building a strong foundation early. Adults benefit because they are preserving strength during busy, demanding years. Older individuals benefit because they are helping maintain the power to move, function, and remain steady even as time progresses. Supporting bones and leg stability is an intentional act of care for the body's framework, reminding us that the legs are more than just limbs. They are pillars of movement, balance, and everyday life, responding positively when given the right kind of nourishment, attention, and support. Helping the body use calcium effectively is one of the most important factors in supporting mobility and balance, because calcium isn't just about strong bones. It is about how the body directs and utilizes that calcium in the right places where it can truly make a difference. When calcium is absorbed properly and guided to the bones, it contributes to maintaining bone density, structural strength, and stability. This matters for everyday life, from standing up confidently to walking without hesitation and feeling secure in every step. When the body uses calcium efficiently, it helps create a supportive framework that keeps the legs steady, the posture aligned, and the overall movement system functioning more smoothly. Proper calcium utilization helps reinforce the skeletal system so that the legs and joints have strong support beneath them, which naturally contributes to greater confidence when moving, turning, standing, and balancing. Mobility depends heavily on the relationship between strength, structure, and coordination, and calcium plays a vital role in that relationship. Bones that receive steady nutrient support are more capable of handling daily stresses, weight-bearing activities, and physical demands without feeling overly strained. When calcium is effectively guided to the bones instead of accumulating in places where it does not belong, the body benefits from a more efficient internal system. This helps maintain the integrity of the skeletal framework, which directly influences how well the body can stay upright, balanced, and active. It supports the idea that movement can remain smooth and controlled rather than stiff, shaky, or uncertain. With better calcium utilization, the legs and bones have what they need to stay firm and dependable, contributing to more stable steps and greater ease in everyday activities. Balance is not only about strength, it is also about coordination and harmony within the body. When bones feel supported, the muscles work more efficiently, and the joints can function with better alignment. This creates a sense of centeredness and physical assurance. The body feels grounded rather than fragile, steady rather than wobbly. Effective calcium use plays a part in supporting the body's natural ability to maintain posture, reduce unnecessary strain, and keep the lower body strong and reliable. This is especially important as people age because maintaining equilibrium and steady movement helps preserve independence, confidence, and quality of life. When the internal systems responsible for bone health are supported, the external experience of movement becomes more secure and comfortable. Another important aspect of effective calcium support is its role in sustaining activity levels. When people feel more stable on their feet, they move more, and when they move more, they continue strengthening their body. This positive cycle supports ongoing mobility and helps prevent the decline that often comes from inactivity. Strong structural support encourages walking, exercising, engaging in daily routines, and staying physically involved in life. Instead of feeling limited or hesitant, individuals are more likely to embrace movement with greater trust in their body. Proper calcium utilization helps make movement feel natural, manageable, and supported, instead of risky or uncertain. It helps people continue doing the things they enjoy, staying active, and participating fully in life, reinforcing the powerful connection between internal nourishment and outward strength for mobility and balance. Promoting independence, confidence, and lifelong strength goes far beyond physical wellness. It shapes the way people experience their daily lives, their choices, and their sense of personal capability. When the body feels supported, especially in areas responsible for movement and stability, it delivers a powerful emotional impact. Being able to stand up with ease, walk with assurance, participate in activities without hesitation, and rely on one's own strength naturally nurtures a sense of independence. Independence is deeply tied to dignity and self-worth, and maintaining it allows individuals to continue living life on their own terms. When the body cooperates, when the legs feel strong, and when balance feels reliable, people feel free to move confidently through their world rather than feeling limited or uncertain. That sense of autonomy is incredibly motivating and can change the way someone approaches each day, knowing that they are supported from within. Confidence grows when the body feels capable. Every steady step, every smooth movement, and every task completed without struggle reinforces the belief that strength is still present, no matter the stage of life. Physical confidence influences emotional confidence, and the two often work hand in hand. When people trust their bodies, they are more willing to remain active, engage socially, stay involved in daily routines, and continue pursuing the things they love. They no longer feel as though they must sit on the sidelines or withdraw. Instead, they feel empowered to participate fully. This creates a positive mindset, one where strength is associated with possibility rather than limitation. Confidence is not only about appearance or attitude, it is deeply connected to how secure someone feels in their own movement and capability. Lifelong strength is not simply about muscle power, it is about sustained resilience, ongoing function, and the ability to adapt gracefully as the body ages. With the right support, strength does not have to vanish with time. Instead, it can be maintained, nurtured, and reinforced. Strength that lasts through the years supports quality of life, allowing individuals to keep doing the simple but meaningful things that define independence, such as walking comfortably, remaining steady while standing, or handling daily tasks without excessive strain. When people feel supported in maintaining that strength, they are more likely to stay active, and staying active in turn helps preserve even more strength. This creates a reinforcing cycle of wellness that supports both the body and the mind throughout life. The emotional connection to physical capability is powerful. When people know they can rely on their bodies, they experience peace of mind and reduced fear surrounding movement. That peace creates space for more joy, more engagement, and more confidence in everyday activities. It supports social involvement because individuals are less worried about weakness or instability holding them back. It allows them to stay connected to loved ones, to routines they enjoy, and to experiences that give life richness and purpose. Independence, confidence, and lifelong strength shape not only how the body performs, but also how a person feels about themselves and their future. They reinforce the belief that strength is not defined by age alone, but by how well the body is supported and cared for, and by how determined someone is to continue moving forward with assurance and resilience. Nature-powered nourishment represents a return to simplicity, authenticity, and the kind of care the body understands best. Instead of depending entirely on synthetic solutions or heavily processed options, choosing natural nutrition means feeding the body in a way that feels aligned with how it was designed to function. Whole, living foods carry nutrients in their natural structure, surrounded by fibers, minerals, natural enzymes, and supporting compounds that allow the body to absorb and use them more harmoniously. This kind of nourishment is rooted in real food, real freshness, and real biological support. It offers strength that comes from something genuine rather than manufactured, reminding us that nature has always been one of the greatest sources of wellness. When people choose nature-powered nourishment, they choose something reassuringly pure. There is comfort in knowing that what goes into the body is not filled with unnecessary additives, artificial binders, or chemicals that serve no purpose beyond shelf stability or visual appeal. Instead, every bite offers purposeful support, carrying benefits that stretch beyond a single nutrient. Natural nutrition often brings with it a range of supportive elements that work together, rather than isolating one element and expecting it to do all the work alone. This kind of nourishment respects the body's complexity rather than oversimplifying it, and that respectful harmony can make a meaningful difference in how the body responds. Real nourishment also supports a sustainable relationship with health. Eating natural, nutrient-rich foods encourages better daily habits, mindfulness, and a more intentional approach to wellness. It transforms nourishment from a task into a ritual of care. The act of choosing wholesome foods, preparing them thoughtfully, and fueling the body with something alive and beneficial cultivates a stronger connection to personal health. It supports physical energy, contributes to internal balance, and encourages consistency, which is one of the most powerful elements of long-term wellness. Rather than relying on quick fixes, nature-powered nourishment supports strength that builds gradually and meaningfully over time. There is also an emotional and psychological aspect to choosing nourishment from nature. It creates a sense of empowerment and trust. People feel more in control of their health choices when they can see, touch, and prepare the foods that support them. There is no mystery about what is inside, no hidden ingredients, and no feeling of uncertainty. This clarity creates confidence and reassurance. It helps people feel grounded in their health journey, encouraging them to take ownership of their well-being with intention rather than hesitation. That emotional confidence can be just as important as the physical nutrients themselves, because feeling positive about health choices often leads to better follow-through and healthier lifestyles. Natural nourishment is also a reminder that the body thrives best when supported gently rather than aggressively. Nature rarely forces. It supports, reinforces, and strengthens steadily. Feeding the body with real, wholesome nutrition means working with the body rather than against it. It allows strength to grow in a way that feels steady, balanced, and sustainable. When the body is fueled by what it recognizes and responds to naturally, results feel authentic rather than forced. This kind of nourishment supports overall vitality, encourages better daily function, and reminds people that powerful support does not always come from complex formulas or artificial enhancements. Sometimes the most reliable strength, energy, and support come from something simple, natural, and beautifully pure.